Isn't he in jail for the rest of his life?
No, it's turning around, Joe.
What do you mean?
It's turning around.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't know?
What? What's going on?
They just overturned all of his convictions. What? Here it is.
Wednesday's hearing ahead of Weinstein's retrial comes just over a month after the New York Court of Appeals, by a 4-3 vote, ruled the testimony of prior bad acts witnesses should not have been allowed because it was unnecessary to establish defendant's intent and served only to establish defendant's propensity to commit the crimes charged. He was convicted in the 2020 of first-degree criminal sexual assault and third-degree rape, and then he was sentenced to 23 years in prison. He has maintained his innocence. So what are they saying now?
So he's got a retrial.
They have a retrial.
They're going to do a retrial.
Wow. How old is he now? Because he looked fucking terrible before he was going into jail. He was walking around with a cane and a walker.
He's in his early 70s, but this is when directors do their best work. No, truly.
But he's not a director.
Right. Producers, whatever. I have confidence in him is what I'm saying. I think if he gets out.
He's going to get out and kick some ass?
I think he gets out. He's got a lot to prove. Listen, if the retrial happens and they let him and it doesn't work, it is what it is.
Wow.
Imagine
if he gets out. Imagine if it was all bullshit. It couldn't be.
That time...
Well, they all
we lived through, it was this moral panic.
What originally happened, it says here, he had a separate 16-year sentence that is not affected by this decision in California.
Oh, so there's another case which he was also sentenced to. So he'll be transferred to a California prison? Oh, he's fucked. No matter what, he's fucked.
Unless they do that one, too.
So those guys, that was what they did. But the crazy thing about him is he looked like that guy that would do that.
He looked exactly like the guy that behaved the way that he behaved.
Yes. Like Dave Chappelle had a bit about it.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, he raped.
Right. No,
like
for
looking
sure.
at him, like you look at a guy. But it's the other thing about him, so crazy, is how many photographs of famous people were with him and how many people thanked him when they won the award.
Of course.
It's so, and how it was this open secret, but it's just like they accepted this deal with the devil. Like the devil's going to make you a star if you suck his dick, and apparently that's what he would do.
Yeah.
Whitney told me that there was girls that he knew, that she knew that did the deal, and it was a deal. Like you suck his dick, he's going to get you in this movie, and they sucked his dick and they got in the movie. Like he would hold up his end of the bargain, which is one of the reasons why he was so powerful.
Let's say him upholding his end of the deal is something.
It's a little
like
something.
if he puts you in the movie. By the way, all of the famous people he did it to didn't really come out against him.
No, because they can't. Because then if they tell the truth. Like,
they were kind of, because that was kind of a deal that was made. Not good, but that was a deal. And he made good on some of those promises.
He made good on a lot of them, apparently. You know, Tarantino was telling us about this old school Hollywood producer who had a bedroom in his office.
Sure.
So you would go into his office, and this is like, in the 60s or whatever. So he had his office, and then he had a whole bedroom in his studio where he would bang all the starlets. Like, if you wanted to be a star, you had to bang that guy. Which is just the deal with the devil that has always been that business.
That's always been there. There's always been there. It's like why people start cults.
Yeah.
They always end up being sex cults, right? All these
100% of the time.
All of these guys on Netflix, it ends up being creepy and sexual.
Yep, all of them.
That's part of it. And I think if you have that kind of power and you've got a steady stream of people walking in your door.
Yeah, and you are also doing this very specific thing where you're choosing the most beautiful people to be in these incredible films.
Right.
I mean, think about the movies that fucking guy made. Kill Bill.
Some of the best in the world.
Pulp Fiction. Like, you just go down the
line.
line.
Let him out.
So many times I've seen a movie. Oh, Miramax, of course.
Yeah.
They made insane movies. And
they were like, the Weinstein Company, they were the best.
Yeah. And
some of the best.
And they just did it with the devil.
They did it with the devil.